people die and maybe they weren't that nice, and press conferences would go a little bit like this. I'd like to thank you all for coming to this press conference. Martin Smith, as you know, was murdered on Saturday, the 13th of April 2011 in Cheltenham Town Centre. We will now hear from Mrs. Smith's wife in an appeal for any information for witnesses who can help find the perpetrator of this brutal crime. I'd like to thank the police for doing all they can to find the murderer of my man. I was really shocked by his disappearance. He just popped out to buy some pipe cleaners. Martin was quite bullied at school. He was never that smart or cool. He never had much confidence, a bit of a loner, a studious boy. He loved maths and history. He got 5 C's at GCSE, but he didn't pass PE because he had a gammy knee. His major support came from his mum. But whereas I lived with him every day, and Mike thought he was a pain in the bum, he didn't like me seeing the girls, didn't like my friends at work, spent a month trying to figure out my Facebook password. But he was really good at paying the bills, so the kettle was always repaired. The advantages of living with an obsessive is you know that they really cared. But he'd watch me leave in the mornings. He knew the time of every bus home. He accused me of sleeping with the postman, read my receipts and the texts on my phone. He said I did the washing up wrong and wanted to know my every thought. Said I wore too much makeup and my skirts were too short. But he was mine. The man I chose to marry. That's the problem when you choose a partner at 19, you forget they're going to turn into a bald fat prat. God, you get bored with the same conversation, the same position every night and that. Oh my God, he was a wanker, a boring little man. He never made it to deputy head, all his colleagues hated him. He was crap at his job and disappointing in bed. But the police have told me that if you have any information, then please call Francis or the local police on 977 392. To be honest with you, I feel like I've been given my life back. My wedding ring feels like a noose around my neck. I'm glad he's dead. Maybe now we can get the Midsummer Murders box set. Without him sighing and saying we don't really need it. Oh, he was such a controlling shit. I'm so sorry for that expletive. I mean, strange, tight-ass, soft dick, prick face! We were together for 6 long years. We didn't have no kids or a dog, so there'd be no heir, thank God. No one to pass on his obsessive, stupid traits. He was such a reclusive ballsack, he didn't have any mates. But don't worry about me. I'm sure I'll find somebody else. The mortgage won't get paid by itself. But maybe I can just let myself go, sleep around a bit and party and reclaim my life. It's so good not to be somebody's wife. But if you do have any information about who could have committed this dreadful act, do me a favour. Buy him a pint and slap him on the back.